We're looking at the Group 3 AON Greenham Stakes now. At the time of this chat, we don't know whether Top Offer's going to take part. Roger Charlton has been keeping an eye on the weather, any more rain, and he's very unlikely to run. What do you think?
Again, the son of Dan Silly, I've always said if you're any doubt about it, don't run it.
Would you oppose him if he runs anyway?
On the ground, I would, yes. I think, the fact that, he's a Dan Silly and Roger thinks he's better on top of the ground, how could you take, even money and horse with them sort of provisos over?
The fact that if he runs, that's a tip in itself that, OK, the ground's going to be fine.
No, I just think he might run in there thinking, I've got to get a run in before the Guineas and just say to the jockey, James, look, don't knock him about, try your best. Be honest, as a punter, there's nothing worse, is there? You're in a twilight zone. Obviously, the Guineas is the boo and end all. We've lost most improved. We didn't run in the Craven, did it?
No.
So if he doesn't run here, it's only a couple of weeks for the Guineas. They do want to get a run into him. And Roger has said he lacks experience for the Guineas, so he's desperate to get a run into him.
Is he a horse necessarily that you would take a second look at in the Guineas?
Yes, very much so. The fact that, he's short. Roger Charlton, when he won this race, when he ran his main last year, was Roger's best 2-year-old. He did a great bit of work with Cityscape, I was told, before that went out to win in Dubai, and that's when the price tumbled, if you remember, for it. You've got to take that on board. It's been working very well at home. Roger had a nice 3-year-old win on Monday called Rosalind Castle, which was a nice boost for the yard rod, wasn't it? That bolted up. So things are looking good. Yeah, it's a serious contender for me. But on this ground, not for me. Not a Dan Silly.
And your selection is?
Well, you've got Tales of Grim, Michael Stout's horse in the race. He's won the course and distance at Newbury on his only start, but the 3-year-olds of Michael Stout, Zumbi, didn't run very well in the free handicap, so I'm against Tales of Grim. I don't think Casper Netcher will get 7 furlongs, especially with cutting the ground. 6 furlong horse last year, wasn't it? Top class 2-year-old of McNab's. I like Bronterre in the race. Also Roger Charlton's. It handled very, very soft ground at Goodwood when it won. Even though, who did I say?
Roger Charlton's. You're getting confused with Top Offer.
I am, yeah. Richard Annan's. It won at Goodwood on soft ground, despite being by Oasis Dream. So obviously takes after the dam side of it. It was 4th in the Dewhurst. I backed it in the Dewhurst. It played up going down at the start and bolted to start really, and just a little bit too much. I mean, that was a Grade 1 contest. This is Grade 3. Richard Annan won the Nell Gwyn on Wednesday with Estepe, wasn't it?
Estepe.
Horrible name, isn't it? Yeah, horrible name. Wretched name, Estepe. But he did win he did win the Nell Gwyn. Does well for it. Just up the road from him as well. It will do for me, Bronterre.
Yeah, you've got to always keep Hannon on the side in these classic trousers. Good piece in the Weekender, just detailing exactly that.